Well, last episode was a doozy, wasn't it? That left us on a bit of a, if not a cliffhanger, a bit of an edge of, well, an edge of disaster, really, wasn't it? Welcome back. This is the Séance of at Blake Manor. And we are on Sunday, finally, and a lot quicker than we thought. Quick recap, if you don't remember what happened. We went to the ball at 9 p.m. yesterday evening, and I figured, if we can go back, yeah, you know, we'd spend 3 hours, we'd mosey around the place, we'd talk to people, and maybe we'd start closing up more loose ends, maybe solve some mysteries as we've been doing in the previous 3 hours. I thought, okay, we've got 9 hours left of today, and then we've got all these days tomorrow. No. At 9 p.m, I went to the ball, I drank something hallucinogenic, went into a dream world, where the rest of the guests appeared in some kind of semi-void, appearing as kind of manifestations of their masks, I'm assuming. I could identify some of them, not others. I definitely thought I identified Father Sinnott by his voice, being some kind of, well, in the hallucination he was a sort of snaky beast, but he suggested he was at Blake Manor to free the entity, the beast, the thing that's been appearing in my dreams, and the thing that appears to be quite probably has kidnapped Evelyn Dean, who is the central mystery of our story. We passed through the hallucination and then entered some kind of state where we were chasing a robed figure who had essentially knocked someone unconscious by some means and was carrying them through some kind of underground maze. Possibly the basement of the manor. We haven't been there yet. Again, this could be something that's going to open up to us now. We'll get to that in a minute. Oh no. Okay, we'll get to this in a minute. So this is, yes, the oh my god. Well, this will help me describe what I'm describing right now. Oh, woof, and I can hypothesize immediately. Right, so we chased someone out of the ball. There was a kidnapping. We went through a magic doorway, through, like I said, some kind of catacombs, maybe a basement. That person got to the place in the hedge maze that we know is particularly spooky because it has the ominous music. We think it's the last place. There's evidence for Evelyn Dean. There were the footsteps and the things, and that's where we sort of opened up one of our mysteries about her. A portal opened up. I think the two figures went through the portal, but the beast could not. And then we woke up from the dream, and it was 11 a.m. Sunday. So not only did we miss 4 hours from Saturday, 3 or 4 hours, depending on how long we thought the ball was going to last, we lost 3 hours on Sunday morning, because I thought we were going to wake up at 8 o'clock again and be like 8, 9, 10, and then 11. So I'll just come back onto this in a minute. We were looking forward to this delivery period on the Sunday morning, because that's when, as far as we are aware, the basement opens up, and the basement has been locked to us for the entire game, and we know, or at least I think we know, the staff bedrooms are down there. And I think some of the keys, yeah, the southwest corridor key is down there. Possibly, and possibly like clues that will lead us to some of the other keys, because keys are kicking our ass right now. Anyway, so we are now here instead of here on Sunday. We have skipped what I thought were about 7 hours of in-game time that I thought we had available to us. So that has really tightened up how we have to play. We're going to have to be decisive and clever about how we approach this game. And as I said to my friend when explaining what had happened, I am neither of those things. So let's get into what we learned from the ball, starting with this mystery here. Let's go through the in-game description. We're going to be able to make a hypothesis immediately, which suggests, you know, this mystery that's been opened up to us is a very short-lived mystery, because I think but there may be an action at the end of it, as there have been with a lot of these mysteries. But let's start. So there was a chase. I saw a guest kidnapped, gave chase, and while I lost them, I wonder what I can learn. That's the overwhelming mystery. So this is tied to the hauntings, which we asked a few people about. Didn't really lead us anywhere. It's also tied to strange occurrences, which are already on our mystery board, and our evidence. Yeah, unsettling things. So, hedonistic ball. Attended a ball last night, which I was drugged. Saw some strange events. Not sure what was real. So today we can discuss what I experienced and maybe what other people experienced at the ball. Maybe they were all drugged. Maybe we were all in this joint hallucination. And I can ask everyone who was there, including William Blake, the child, strangely. Yes, this is everybody, isn't it? So I can definitely ask people if they experienced what I experienced. Yes, I was drugged. Right. Then there was a kidnapping, which we sort of saw at the end of our hallucination. It did kind of become real. There's a bit of a blur between where the hallucination ended and where the actual reality had begun. As I said, okay, great. Me and the game are on the same page. That bodes well. I'm not leading up the garden path. So a hidden door from the ballroom to the underground catacombs. That's when we sort of went down and we died a couple of times. Red doorway. Okay, so maybe we do need to find the secret doorway in reality, I guess. Can we get back into the ballroom during the day is the question, because we've only been able to get into the ballroom during the masked ball. It's been locked at other times, so we'll find out. Ancient tunnels beneath the house filled with long-forgotten tombs. Are there more? Let's see if we can get there at some point. Maybe today. And by today, I mean in this stream. Obviously today, because there's only one day left in this game. Yeah, how did I end up there from the ball? We can maybe find out. Portal in the hedge maze. We discussed that. Only discussable with the gameskeeper and the child, who we haven't met yet. And I'm guessing at some point he's going to become available to us, perhaps. What does he know? Where are we? My guess is that young William Blake knows about his father's plan to resurrect, bring back, connect with his late wife. That's my hypothesis about what's going on. The connection is to, I think her name's Mary Blake, the dead wife. Were the catacombs a way to reach another location? Okay. The kidnapper went to the portal. Large shrouded figure was the kind of horned, tall, deer-like beast thing, which we've spoken to a lot of people about. Okay. At the same time, so we need to press Father Sinner, I think, about some of the things we've seen, some of the things he said. I don't know how much will be available to us to say that. We also suspect Skerritt and maybe O'Mara, but we can't seem to press O'Mara on stuff either. I'm going to come back to this hypothesis in a sec, because I want to have a little look at this stuff. I also want to widen how I talk to people. It's not available here. But when I talk to people... Okay, it's a slightly different screen. When I talk to people, a screen like this appears, so I can click on things I might want to talk to them about. And it's labelled, I think, evidence. And it kind of filters all of this stuff down to the things I can actually ask about. But there's also a second one along here, which are people. So I can ask them about people. And I haven't really done much of that. And I think I may have been stymieing myself by not asking people about other people and making connections that way. So I'm going to try and do a bit more of that. Sorry, this is a very long introduction, but I feel like the game shifted quite a lot at the end of the last episode, so it's good to get our bearings. Anyway. Right. That we did from the library. Okay, possible to... So, Tir Nanog, which I have not learned to pronounce properly, so apologies, was the underworld. Yes. Or the other world. where the Fae and the Irish gods live. We think there might be a way through to it. That might be what we experienced last night. So, little connection between our recent research and our recent experience. I thought this might be the tall thing in the maze. I'm not sure. So yeah, bull, kidnapping, secret doorway, catacombs. It's all the stuff we sort of had in the mystery map. Kidnapper, portal, longing. The entity longs to return home. Okay, but I can't ask anyone about that. Okay, interesting. I'm going to try and find Hunter and ask him about this, because this seems pretty crucial. I'm going to do this in a sec. I just want to see if anything else has kind of opened up. Here we go. Here we go. So let's go into the we've got a hypothesis for the haunting as well. So let's have a look at that. Great. So this is what we're... So, great. Just what I was saying seems to be true. So we were looking for a passageway. We experienced the passageway in the hallucination, semi-hallucination. It created a portal that is connected to these. These two ideas are connected and are now allowing us to make a hypothesis. Interesting. So, we have to make a hypothesis. The manor is haunted by something whose name is something, and they want to blank blank through blank. I like to make a little hypothesis of my own, because if we click on this, we'll obviously get all the little words and names we can slot into those things. And I like to try and guess roughly what that's going to be before I click on it, so I kind of reinforce that I know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I mean, the manor is haunted by one of the old gods, I guess. We don't know what their name is, do we? I think we know them as this is a category of god. It's not a... Ah, no, wait. No, wait. We suspect... Maybe it is the anvil god. We saw the anvil god in the maze. It does have the horns. It's our best connection. Smithing. Okay, maybe it is Govnu. And what do we think? And they want to... I don't know. Find a way back to the overworld? Let's just go back a sec. And then this has opened up the missing person. Great. Okay, so whoever was kidnapped, we don't know who they are. They were covered in a shroud and facing away from us. Both the kidnapper and the kidnappee. So that's just very open-ended right now. And what's our hypothesis that we can make here? I blank into blank as I... Like, I passed into the catacombs as I chased a kidnapper through the ballrooms underground. I think this one... Okay, let's do this one first. This one looks easier than the haunting. So let's do this. So this is chased. Oh no, it's not chased. This is chased, sorry. Chased a... shadowy figure? I descended into the catacombs. That bit's easy. I descended into the catacombs as I chased a... Well, it wasn't the shadowy figure, but it wasn't a ghost either. Through the ballrooms. I descended through the ballroom's secret doorway. Yes, that's right. I descended into the catacombs. I chased a... It's going to be ghost or shadowy figure. I'm going to go with... Oh, kidnapper, obviously. Thanks, that made it appear for me, even though I don't think I clicked on it. Yeah, I chased the kidnapper through the... Okay, great. Woo. What did I do? Descended into the catacombs as I chased the kidnapper. Okay, sorry. Clearly I hadn't clicked on things properly. That's fine. I can now consider. What if I know what happened here?
The culprit took advantage of everyone's inebriated state last night to kidnap one of the other guests. They used knowledge of a secret door and secret passages under the manor to get their victim out of the ballroom.
Seeing this, I've just remembered there was someone passed the letter under my door that we hadn't clicked on yet. We were saving it for this episode. Anyway.
I lost them in the maze. Not far from where Miss Dean's trail went cold.
Which is what I said.
Where I found the petals and the sigil.
Okay, good. The game and I are jiving.
And all of this teach me anything useful?
So in the main mysteries, I'm kind of feeling it. It's the individual people that I'm lagging behind on now. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save everybody, before this game ends. But I'm going to try. They use knowledge of a secret door and passages. Okay, so this is going to give me an extra bit of information that can start eliminating people. So, they used knowledge of a secret door and secret passages under the manor to get their victim out of the ballroom. I lost them, blah, 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 blah. Inebriated state. They got everyone high. They have knowledge of the grounds. They have knowledge of the grounds is the only thing that's definite from this. Sorry. So I'm going to click on that.
The only way they could have known about the door in the catacombs is if they knew the grounds. Either from working here, knowing the place in some other capacity, or having access to plans.
Okay.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit.
Yes.
I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Ding! Great. Okay, go back. Ding! Wow. There are 2 confirmed missing people and proof of secret tunnels underground. What secret? So we don't know who's missing yet. Maybe we'll figure it out by going out there. So what's this mystery opening up? Gain entry to the basement. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. East courtyard basement entrance. That's where the delivery is taking place. So that's where we're going to be able to get in. Great, that's fine. I think I want to do that as soon as possible. I don't think I've got anything as pressing as that. Now. Why is this an exclamation mark? Unclear. I want to talk to him more. I don't know enough about him. There's some people I just don't know enough about. Coventry I also don't know enough about. Why have you got an exclamation mark? See, I just don't have enough information. I need more information on these people. I click on Coventry. I've got a hunch it's not him because this event is his first time meeting Miss Dean. Okay. And I think he arrived too late. That's why. He arrived too late to have the argument. Which is to say he arrived after Evelyn Dean went missing in the maze. Okay. They know the grounds or have maps. Now I can eliminate people, but I can't highlight people. Like Hisham does have maps of the grounds. So she's on the suspect list. She's on the suspect list because she's staff, etc. Okay. Yeah, I can't put a little highlight on them to be like, I think it's you. So let's keep an open mind. I'm pretty okay. I'm gonna have to do some chatting to people. Is the thing. Why do I have? Are there any other exclamation marks here? Blake. The Marquess of Doon, owner of the hotel, host of the event. We have not yet talked. Blah blah blah. Okay, so he has appeared because. Ding! because we finally met him. And we could have met him earlier if we'd have gone to the drawing room when he was giving his talk, but alas. All we know is... Ooh, actually quite a lot. Must get into the Blake residence. Yep, we haven't been able to get into that yet. Haven't been able to meet him, so I can't analyse him yet. Right, we've got 4 pieces of evidence about Walter Blake, despite having not met him. Yeah, we did think that was Walter Blake. What did I call him? I didn't call him Walter, did I? Did I call him Matthew? What did I call him? Mary Blake. Okay, I can still chat about her. I mean, it's all leading back to her, right? That's the whole point of the seance, isn't it? Why is there still an exclamation mark? What have I not... Maybe it's because I've got actions to do. Okay. Hang on, let's mark all as seen. Great. Right, let's try and crack this case wide open. I'm going to have to look at the words. Gonna have to look at the words. Okay, here we go. 21 minutes. We haven't moved, but we've done good work. The manor is haunted by a shadowy figure. Yes. Whose name is... I think Goifanu. And they want to... I think return to... I think they want to return to the underworld, don't they? Through the portal. Because they were pointing at the portal, they couldn't go through it. I'm not entirely sure why they've been locked out. They should be in the other world with the rest of the old gods, with the rest of the Tuatha De Danann. Let's try this. What if... Praise be! I know what happened here.
A god lives here. Or is trapped here, perhaps. And he wants to return home. To Tirnan through a portal located somewhere on the manor's grounds.
And that's a good thing, right? Like, we don't want to stop that. If it was the other way around, if he was trying to get to here from Tirnan, then maybe we'd be like, whoop, that sounds dangerous. But if he actually wants to go, essentially, home, I think that's a thing we can resolve.
Has the seance awoken it? Or is it stopping him from leaving? Or are the two events linked at all?
Good questions.
And what would all of this have to do with Miss Dean?
Very good questions. Great. Great, that hasn't done... Ding. Perfect. Mark all as seen. Ticked off. So we're now on the trail of the missing person. Still haven't resolved the fight. I feel like we should have, though. We've got so much evidence. Basement's new. This is still ongoing. Probably should have been able to get further on that. Maybe we need to talk to people about her more. Whew. Should we read this letter? Nothing about it, right? What's this? An invite to lunch today with the Marquess Blake at 1 PM in the dining hall. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Great. Blakey, where are you? I think you're... Let's mark that. He's going to be in the catacombs. I want to chat to you, my friend. Okay, so some people are in the church. I don't think we can get to the church. So my plan is still straight to the basement. Okay, can't chat about that. Nothing else. Okay, you're going to have a little extra thing, so let's just make sure we've seen that. Great, seen that. Alright, sorry. Right, to the basement. I think we just need to open that up. Oh, hello. Okay, little intro to Sunday. Halloween, 11 a.m. Okay. Okay, can we eavesdrop? Oh.
Have you seen Dara? He's meant to have been helping me move some supplies into the basement all morning.
Dara is Hunter, I think.
Once the delivery arrived, he's buggered off somewhere.
I don't... Maybe the service in the church?
Oh, he's holy all of a sudden, is he?
Maybe? This event is bringing out all sorts of strange behavior in people.
Look, whatever she got you into, just... be careful.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for the concern, Seamus.
Whatever she got you into. Just checking my notes to see if there's anything I need to adjust. Hang on.
Whatever. I better get back to the stables. Can't leave the basement door just sitting open like that.
No, you can. Just... Okay. Where have they got to? And where is everyone? So we know where he is, I guess, because we are there. Sorry, I was just checking my notes. I wanted to see if I needed to update them on what I wanted to do. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I just paused for a minute because I didn't want to like bore you while I was just writing stuff down. I just wanted to like refresh my to-do list, which wasn't that long, but I just wanted to get everything down, and otherwise I'd just be writing really slowly, like Okay, so I'm just reorganizing my thoughts. So in terms of chasing the fight, I think it's Omara and Skerritt. I'm leaning towards Skerritt now. I don't know enough about him. I'm reminding myself to ask people about people, including Evelyn Dean. And actually, while I was just looking around people, I noticed, so let's, for example, go into Coventry. When we go into Coventry and we click on discussion topics, this is the screen. This is what it looks like when we're talking to people and asking them questions. So this is the main screen I've been using and basically only focusing on that. But we can also ask them about these people. So I could ask Skerritt about Saoirse. I could ask Skerritt about Murphy, Joyce. And particular, things. Some of this is still in the evidence stuff, but I'm not asking enough about people. So maybe I want to ask people about Father Sinnott. Speaking of which, ask Father Sinnott about freeing the evil spirit, see if I can chase him up on that. And I want to explore further these characters. Hunter. Let's go back. Hunter. Don't know a lot about him, but he knows a lot about the grounds and stuff, and he probably has a lot of information. And I'm sure each of them have their own thing to resolve. Blake. Obviously, don't know enough about him. Skerritt, don't know loads about him. Murphy, she's shady as fuck. Doyle, we've got some way to knowing what he's up to. He's got no facts. But he's possibly possessed. He's got some weird stuff going on. Doyle. Oh yeah, I said Doyle. And Coventry we don't know much about. Now, there's talking to people and there's talking to people about them. So I'm going to try and ask more about them as well as asking them questions directly. So that was fine. Now, what on earth was that conversation about? I don't rightly know. Right. You weren't at... No, you were. You were. You might have been there. Were you there last night?
Ah, hello again.
Yeah. Were you at the ball? Yeah, let's get our first question out. Were you there? I can't say I was expecting a party of that sort. Ah, did it take you off guard? I cannot say I am shocked. You'd be surprised just how uncivilized our society events can get. At least you'll know now to brace yourself should you attend another. Great. Whoops. Nope, don't care about you. Otherwise, I don't think I want to chat to you about anything, and I don't think you're going to give me information on any of these people. O'Finn as well, actually. Sorry, I'm at O'Finn. I definitely want to know more about O'Finn. Okay.
That's all.
Take care, Mr.
Yeah. I'm going to the basement. See ya. I want to be out here, don't I? Because the basement's like over here. So, who's in the lobby? Is that Varley? There you are. I don't think there's anything I'll ask you, but things have changed. Catacombs, please. Oh, and the melody, because we want to find a place. That's it. Sorry. Play music to access vase. Okay. I think all of this top row. Maybe not the ball. It's a spectacular portrait you have of Wilhelmina Blake in the atrium. Yes, the centre of one of the odder occurrences from Blake Manor. I'm told she had a sudden and drastic change of character. One day she was content with her life here. The next, she was ordering a carriage to Galford, taking just a small suitcase. She never returned or sent for any of her belongings. They're all still down in the basement. Okay. Melody, please. Miss Hisham told me about this melody she's heard. I would say that you're free to use the piano in the drawing room, but it was moved just last week, out of tune as it was. Our finest piano is in storage, but the Marquess refuses to move it upstairs. Okay, it's probably down in the basement, isn't it? Catacombs. Can you tell me much about the catacombs under the manor? Loosely. I've only read of them despite my efforts to find a way in. They always seem like it might draw more guests in. I read a Norman Blake used dynamite to try and open them in 1834. He died in the blast. I assume he took the entrance out with him. Perhaps the entire structure. Great. Bloody hell. Always something to do. Norman Blake. Oh man, I read a Norman Blake. I get it, because he doesn't know who Norman Blake is, but he heard of a Norman Blake. Okay, that's not a typo. No, I don't think you're going to tell me much about the hedonistic ball. It's none of your business. So let's get out of here.
Nothing else.
Certainly.
Great. You've been helpful in ways you probably don't understand. Okay. To the basement. Who's in the drawing room? No, to the basement first. Basement. Let's not get... The basement has potential to open up so much. Where is everybody at this time? Hedge mace scrying, okay. You're in the walled garden. Okay, I do want to talk to you guys about it, so I will talk to you on the way through. Nope, not this way. This way! God, I need keys. I need to get into the Blake residence. I need to get into the northwest corridor, and I need to get into the safes. And... Oh. What are these two up to? Can I listen? Yes.
Ah, if I'd known you were here, I would have made my excuses much earlier. You could have told me.
And what excuse would you have to come to a place like this, lass?
Do they know each other? I can't remember. I know they're Scottish.
Fervent desire for more rain.
That might have done it. But I thought maybe it would be best to let you get along with things, and you've done well at it seems.
I can't remember what their connection is.
And not that I haven't missed you. It's good to see you. How are things back home, as it goes?
Oh, well, Johnny got married last spring, and Mother's got plans for Cecil. Though he's doing what he does best, and avoiding that at all costs. He'll come round to it. But he's usually in Edinburgh, not home. So these days, when I am home, it's only me and Mother and Father. We have a new stable master, of course, but I don't like him half as much as you. Neither do the boys, I don't think.
Okay, right, that's what their relationship is.
That would be hard if you did, love. But, how are you these days with the Under Sherlock?
Under Sherlock. ADH equals ugh.
I do alright, I think. But they still don't know what to do with me. That's why I spend all that time in London these days. They don't know of the tradition like people back home. But at least there are all these people that like to hear about it.
That's quite the collection, if the people attending this thing are anything to go by. Speaking of the like, how are you, lass? With your sight?
Not great.
I wish I could see. It's not back. And if it is, it's too blurry to see. Hard to think I would miss it, but it doesn't feel right not to have it either.
Are those not the same thing? Hard to think I would miss it. Oh no, okay. It was a bit of a burden.
Oh, all being as it should be. It'll be better soon.
I can read. Great. Let's back it up. So you are connected. Okay, no you're not. Hunter. Why have you got an exclamation mark? Hunter, Hunter. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure we're going to get anything out of that, but I will ask them. They are here. Hello.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
Oh my god. You knew Miss McLeod before this event. I missed the word, I did. From a previous posting. That's not Scottish. I worked for her family. Known her since she was a bairn. She's like a daughter to me. I've always done my best to look after her when others couldn't. Great. Good to know. Why would he? Oh, okay, maybe, yeah, because he knows about them. It seems Miss McLeod slipped off to meet Mr. O'Mara. Without her chaperone. Without her? But then, why have a chaperone here at all? That girl, I swear. I mean, she's right. She's right behind us. That girl, I swear. She's going about this all wrong. Okay, well, we've asked everyone about that. Now. What do you know of Wilhelmina Blake? I've heard the story, but only second-hand. Off she went one day in the middle of the night, and never told a soul where she was going. They say no one ever saw her again. God knows where she went, or what happened to her. There's still a collection of her belongings down in the basement. I reckon no one knew what to do with them. Okay, lots of things leading to the basement. I think the piano's in the basement. I think Wilhelmina's stuff's in the basement. This, I don't think I need to ask anymore. I think I know. Go to the basement. That's where the piano is. I'm going to ask you about this because I think you're slightly on the outside of it. I can't say I was expecting a party like that. I had the impression Marquis Blake was more austere. Yeah, he usually is. I don't know what possessed him to agree to it, let alone see it all arranged. I never had the impression I knew him all that well, but it seems I know him even less than I thought. Catacombs, please. There are tunnels beneath the house. And the house. Catacombs, really. Filled with skeletons. There. No. There can't be. I'd know something about that. I'd worked here for years. I wouldn't have missed... How could I miss that? Okay, so he doesn't know anything. Do you know anything about the portal? You'd think me a madman for asking this, but... Have you ever seen a portal on the grounds? A portal? Like a window? Of sorts. A portal to another... How do I put this? If you mean to say a portal to another world, then no. I've not seen nothing like that in my time here. But if you saw one, or think you did, I'd believe it. This place has secrets for sure, and it's selective about who it shows them to. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to ask you about this. So, observing that conversation seems to open up a little bit about McLeod from his perspective, and hopefully, I don't know. I overheard a conversation about one of the young ladies looking for a suitor here. Have you heard anything about it? If I did, Mr. Ward, I wouldn't say so. No good having having the staff gossiping about the guests. But with that said, the young lady has my best wishes. Brave girl. Okay, I think that's all we want to ask you for now. Yeah, I might come back.
Right, yeah.
I know we're spending time not in the basement, but we did have a freaky party last
Mr.
night.
Ward.
Did you go to the freaky party? Do events like this usually have parties, such as last night's? For once I was glad that my sight was dulled. I saw it quite enough as it was. I saw quite enough as it was. It was as if everyone took on the personas of their costumes. And I was talking with... No. To 3 ghosts for a while. I only realised they were not answering me back. No, 2. I even saw a giant one at one point. Okay, good. So that actually happened for potentially all of us. All right,
I'll let you be, miss.
Yeah, I'm
Take
going
care, Miss.
I'm going to the basement. Oh, shit. I know. I just realised the stables are out front, aren't they? The gate is now open, so I can access the graveyard and the church. I think there's a service under the church at the moment. Are we going in? I wanted to go to the basement. No, basement first. Basement first. But I'm adding this. Graveyard. Open. It's on the list. Is this the only chance we get at scrying? There'll be some scrying later. Okay. When's my lunch appointment? It's 1 o'clock, isn't it? J. Okay. Scrying in the afternoon. Basement now. I've already listened to this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, 13 minutes have passed. That's not too long. I am going to commit myself to the basement now. Is the ballroom locked again? I don't... It's not. Okay. Okay. Oh, well now this is... Oh my god. Well, that's definitely the symbol for the spooky... Okay, so we got... Perky Moon. What's this? Right. Map. Atrium, West Corridor, Walled Garden. Okay, okay. We've got Crescent Moon. Is that Perky Sun? So that's not an entrance, okay. Shit. I know I said basement. I have to know. I have to know. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Okay, this is definitely the shit. Oh, wait, no. Okay. Just a little quick save. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, this might have been when we saw someone on fire. I'm pressing the detect button and I can't detect anything. I'm not keeping track of... which way I've gone either. I'm a bit spooked out, I'm not going to lie. Why are there so many cages? Is this the work of... what's his name? Archway. Oh, God. Am I doing this? I am doing it. So I think... I'm going to try and do this backwards. So for you it's mirrored. I think I came in via here. And we're now over on this side, I think. Because I think I went along one way and up the other way. I think. I'm not sure. Have we done this pattern before? The Triforce thing. I feel like I would have... I feel like I have. That's not the... What? Calm down, Dooley. I don't think it's another ghost. It's just the way he moved. So sudden and, well, moving at all is horrifying. Yeah, I hope this doesn't catch on. My matchstick legs weren't made for that many frames. What is happening? Find Detective McQueen and Officer Dooley. Dark Side Detective. I'm just... Okay. Okay. What was that? Oh, there's like a whole... Whoa, okay. Okay, so I came in via here, so I was sort of right, and I walked up one way and I came to the opposite side of this sort of area. So let's look at the guard room and cell 7. What was that? Oh my... Okay. I walked too far. Is the guard room up there? Okay, I'll go cell 7 first. Oh my god. I'm going to go to the basement. It's locked, but it looks like it was recently used. I wonder who might have the key. Not another bloody key. I'm putting it on the key page. One sec. Catacomb. Cell 7. Bloody hell. Be the death of me, these bloody keys. Okay, yeah. Why are these people suddenly exclamation mark? Why are you on the find the key? Why do you... do you have the key? What's in the safe? I don't know what's in the safe. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Let's try and get to the guards room if we can. Why Victoria Lau? Here's the guards room. Okay. What can I click on? Not much. Can I click on that? No, I think those are things. I think those are not buttons. They're things to hang your coat on. Okay, I guess we'll be back here at some point when it's relevant. Let's go to cell 9. And then I guess if we come out the wall garden, that would be where we came out in the hallucination. That'll lead us back to the sort of... where are we? Okay, we've gone entirely the wrong direction. think we're going the right way now. Yep, follow this all the way to the end. Cell 9. Oh, I see. Oh, we can go around. That's cell 9. Do we want to enter there? I think we're going to have to. There could be evidence. No, that's locked. Cell 9. Is there going to be a key? No. So I'm going to put a question mark there. No actual, like... Why is there a question... What? Yes, okay. I'm not entirely sure why the exclamation marks appear when they... Why, oh, God. Okay, I'm going to look at it. I'm wasting time. I said I'd go straight to the basement, and here we are. Mask. You must have fallen off the kidnap victim. There's something stuck to the inside. A long red hair. Well, I think that's probably fear. But let's open it up. Boop. Boop. Ask who wore the skull mask. Long red hair. Callahan, yep. Aha! Yes, Oro Finn. Oh, I hope it's not fear. I like fear. Although I have resolved fear personally, so it would be more useful if it was fear. Okay, so... If it's fear, I could ask Dr. Callahan, because he would probably know what she was wearing. If it's O'Finn, that's a trickier question. So O'Finn, long red hair, skull mask, and then fear, I guess. Also, long red hair, skull mask. Oh. No. Probably Finn then, isn't it? And out we go. Okay. This is... Ah! Okay, we can't go back through, though. So it's like a one-way thing. Wow. Okay. Okay. There's a lot going on. Sophia... Right. I know. I'm going to the basement. I'm going to the basement. I need to check where Fia is, because if Fia's in the maze doing her scrying, then I can just focus on O'Finn. Hang on. So, oh god, I've tied the thing around my leg. Sorry, the audio connector for my speakers has like a little window of tolerance where it's fine, and if you're out of that window, it makes a buzzing sound, and it was making a buzzing sound, and it might be making a buzzing sound the entire video. So sorry if there was a minor buzzing sound running through it. It's gone now. Okay, Sophia's over here with Mantovani, who I believe wanted to hear about the scrying, so let's explore that. There's the ghost. So a quick word with Fia. I'm going to ask her about the party, I'm going to ask her about the mask, and then we should be good to go.
Andiamo, little well. You show me nothing.
Don't go getting worked up about it now, or you won't get anywhere. Scrying is a delicate art. The mind must be relaxed, but focused. Not so easy. At least, not at first.
I am focused. I'm a magician, and a very good one. This should not be hard for me.
None of that. You're better than that, aren't you? Don't let pride cloud your mind. You're focused, perhaps, but on what?
My family, of course. Except... No. When I think of them, I imagine what these people would say of me. Leaving them as I did. But what choice did I have? A magician must glitter. Whatever mud she's born in, she must bloom and escape to survive.
You put too much on yourself.
Santo cielo, says she, carrier of woes.
Carrier of woes.
Well, I'd rather carry woes than expectations. Sometimes we just need to put down the load, Carmela.
I love her.
Oh. Oh, I see them. But I forgot how good it feels to see them. It has been so long, and I am so far from home. Ah, cielo. Is that rain?
Well, that was sweet. Hi, what were you wearing last night? A sturdy well. I've been told it stood here since the time of the gods. Miss Callahan believes if the well is kept safe, the region will be safe from any harm that the seance may bring to it. But if not... Did I click on the well? It's covered in these markings. Miss Callahan drew here to protect the well, and so in turn, the land. What just happened? Did I click on well instead of her? I did, didn't I? Yeah, look. But is that... What is that... What? Why am I in the... Sorry. Why did that happen? No, hang on. No. What am I doing? Well again, right. No.
Ah, Declan. Aren't you feel...
Yeah. Let's start with the skull mask. You weren't wearing a skull mask to the ball last night, were you? My dear Declan, I wasn't at the ball. You wouldn't catch me dead at a thing like that. No offence meant, of course. Good. Right. Let's close that off. I think that's it. That's great.
I'll let you go.
I'll let you go.
Take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you. It's...
Yeah. I haven't forgot to ask people about people. Yep. Miss Callahan is present and accounted for. The red hair wasn't hers. There's only one other person here with hair that colour and length. Don O'Finn must be our missing man. Ding ding ding. Investigate room 20. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back to the mystery of the missing person. It's going to be like, it was him. Interesting. Well, I did ask him about this stuff, so let's go for the map quickly. O'Finn. Okay, he is in an area that I can't get to yet. So Coventry I don't have much information on. O'Finn I don't have much information on. These two I'm supposed to be investigating their rooms to get some leads on. I need to get into these areas. And just to remind everyone, Northwest Corridor key is, I think, in the safe in the stables. Can't get into that. Southwest Corridor is in basement storage. Key is in basement storage. So let's go to the basement. Have we made a mess of this episode? I don't know. I feel like we needed to get the information we got. I know we went around in circles. I know I said I was going to go straight to the basement. I know we've been waiting for the basement for so long. And I hate to break it to you, but I am going to stop this episode before we go into the basement, because then we can dedicate ourselves next episode to heading inside, because we're basically on the hour now. So I'm going to get us there. We've learned a lot. And we know we can get into the catacombs, which is useful. I've got all this stuff I want to do. You probably can't read that. There you go. And it's just a matter of executing it deftly. which I'm very good at. So we're going to go through, we're going to come out the front of the house, and we're going to prepare ourselves to go into the basement. Which is this way. Yeah. Near the stables. Near the stables. Okay. Ooh, and Dr. Callahan, isn't it? So the stables entrance is down here. Doyle is watching. I don't like that. Okay, so we are going to go in. Okay, if we're going to go... Oh, are you locked? You son of a bitch. No!
What's taking him so long? Oh, sorry, sir. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I want to go into the bloody basement. I'm going to ask you about the catacombs instead. What do you know of the catacombs under the manor? Ah, I've heard they exist, but I've never been able to find them. Wait, how do you know about those? Wait, how did I know about them? Huh. For a moment there, a real want-to-know crept up in me, but it's gone again. Odd. Oh my god, I want to get into the bloody basement so much! I'm going to ask you about Saoirse. This is it. I'm going to ask someone about someone else. How'd you find working with Miss Murphy? Oh, don't let her fool you. She's a right pain. Always getting herself into trouble. Always hanging out with the wrong sorts. I'd like to say I've rubbed off on her, but nah, she's a terror on her own. Wouldn't have guessed it either. Couldn't even work up the nerve to speak with me for a while, you know? But we couldn't do it without her. Not that you heard it from me. Dara, yes. Where is Dara? Open the bloody gates! Do you get along with Mr. Hunter? I'm just doing a job, sir. Not much to be said for getting along with people. Not much interest in it. He's fine. Could do with dropping his big daddy routine and let me alone to spend my free time as I may. Doesn't like to be told to stay out of things, though. Can get angry then. Maybe that anger is why he spends so much time outside by himself.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah. Well,
A service door down to the basement. God, I can't get in! I can't get in! Alright. Okay, we're going to end it there on a disappointment. I think we achieved things. I think we learned things. I think we have some form of a game plan. I really thought I could get into the basement. And now it seems we're waiting on Dara. Dara Hunter to open the damn things to get the delivery inside. Oh, God. It's killing me. Not getting into the basement is killing me. If I'd have gone straight to the basement this episode, I would have known they weren't open and felt more free to do the things I just done instead of feeling guilty every time I got sidetracked. Nonetheless, I don't know why I did that. That's not something I normally do. We got safes, we got keys. Oh yeah, right. Right, until next time. I guess goodbye for now. Please engage with my channel using all of the buttons. And goodbye.